And welcome to this week's episode of This Week in Eagle Athletics here on Monday, March 12th in snowy Midway, Kentucky. Mother Nature decided to drop about 4 to 5 inches of snow on the local area last night, as well as much of the part of Kentucky as well. So hopefully that doesn't affect games coming up, but it's already affected one game today. Hopefully it doesn't affect games later this week as well. With that said, last week was spring break, so students kind of got a little bit of a break, not from class, but not from their athletic schedules. The baseball team, let's lead off with them. They went 3-1 last week began the week with an 11-1 win over Kentucky Christian, and then they this past weekend they took 2 out of 3 from Indiana University Kokomo to win their second consecutive River States Conference Series. The Eagles won the first 2 games by scores of 7-4 and 2-1 before dropping a 21-10 decision in the third game on Sunday. The Eagles are now, baseball team that is now 10-11 overall and 5-1 in conference play. The softball team was down in sunny Florida last week playing 9 games. They went 3-6. They posted wins over Bethel College, Spring Arbor University, and Concordia University Ann Arbor. And then they had losses to number 4 Marion, Mount Vernon Nazarene, Trinity International, Lourdes, University Judson College, and Cornerstone University. So a lot of those games could have gone either way. Just a couple errors there, a couple walks, kind of played the Eagles on that trip. But still a good trip for them to get away and get down to Florida to play some games after having most of their games canceled already this season. Trip Swishers team is now 5-8 currently on the season. They begin conference play later this week, and we'll get to that here in just a few seconds. The women's tennis team went 1-1 on the week. They began the week with a tough loss to number 25 Georgetown. A really highly competitive match. You get 1 or 2 of those matches to go another way. You know, Midway could come away with the win. But they ended the week, Joe Reyes' team ended the week on a high note with an 8-1 dominating victory over Carlow University. The Eagles, their first win in conference play. So congratulations to them. They are now 1-0 in River States Conference play on the season. And then we ended last week with the men and women's golf team. They were also down in Florida at LPGA International in Daytona Beach. The men's golf team went 11th place at the Lonnie Barton Invitational, while the women's golf team went 12th place at the Lonnie Barton Invitational. They pick up their season again here in a couple weeks. That was all we had for last week, so let's get on with what we have going on this week. The baseball team is supposed to be playing Campbellsville University right about now, but that was canceled after the snow. So now the softball team will instead will be traveling to Campbellsville on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. On Friday, March 16th, the softball team will be hosting Indiana University Southeast at 2 p.m. in their River States Conference opener. So good luck to them. Also on Friday, March 16th, we have the tennis team. The tennis team's hosting Shawnee State University. Those 2 matches will take place at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time at the Thomas R. Post Tennis Center. And then on Friday, we conclude a busy Friday with the baseball team taking on Ohio Christian University at 4 p.m. Eastern Time at Chandler Field in Versailles. Then on Saturday, we have baseball and softball. The baseball team will be wrapping up their series against Ohio Christian University with a doubleheader starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the softball team will conclude a busy week with a doubleheader against Brescia University starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time at William G. Clark Memorial Field. So good luck to all our teams this week. Most games this week will have live coverage except the tennis matches. And tennis matches you can follow along on Twitter at Midway U Tennis. They often tweet out scores at the end of doubles matches and wherever the match is concluded. So good luck to all our teams this week. Again, stay tuned to the website for any schedule changes. It looks like we could have some because of weather, rain in the forecast this weekend. So hopefully that doesn't hinder the schedule, but it looks like it could. So be sure to join us again next Monday, March 19th, for the next episode of This Week in Eagle Athletics. Thank you.